Good afternoon. It is 12:33 on Wednesday, the 5th of January. This is our first StreamYard of 2022. Not quite sure what happened to the other one, but here we are going live. So today we've got the lovely Sarah and the beautiful Paula, who are going to take you through what we've done so far in the first 5 days of January.
Well, it's been certainly an excellent start to the year. We have been incredibly busy for our clients and answering all their calls. It's smoothing out a little bit now as people are getting back into the swing of things. But it's been a very busy start to the year, and I can see that it's going to be continuing like that as a business for us moving forward.
Hopefully.
Yes, it has. It has been a very busy one to start with, but as Sarah says, it seems to be smoothing out a little now and a bit more manageable, I believe.
I think yesterday kind of caught us unawares. It was relentless throughout the day, right through till 7 o'clock when we closed. It was like, phew, can I go to bed now?
Yeah, it
right
was a
the way
mad one.
through. Most definitely. But it's good. Everybody is now, even with the COVID situation, everyone is still looking for appointments. Everyone is still busy. So that is amazing. And, hopefully we'll continue to improve as the COVID situation improves for us all.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. And I think, it's nice to have, we've had a few new clients come on board already, and it's nice to sort of start the new year nice and fresh. And I think it's, I think I'm not really one for New Year's resolutions, but I think that this year, I think it's going to be more of a learning curve, and it's going to be more of a, what can we do to improve this year?
Yeah, it's growing on what we've learned. I mean, it's like with Wendy's tip of the week that you were sharing with me earlier, Nick, the book that she suggested we all reread. But it's also getting back to basics. That was her focus. And I think, we're all finding that. We were talking about in our team meeting today, that the importance of the basics of what we're doing, and starting off that with communication. That's really important between ourselves and between our clients and us. As we're stepping into this new year of things changing still with COVID, how we're sharing that information about what's happening with them, because they are so busy still.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I was just going to say things doesn't seem to have slowed anything down. The calls are still coming through. The appointments are still being booked. I mean, as we know, with lots of the clinics, it's even hard to find an appointment for people because they're so busy. So I do think that this year things hopefully will improve, and some sort of normality, or the new normal, if you like, will carry on. We have been doing things slightly differently because of the situation, and I think we've all sort of got used to that now as well, doing things in a different way, and but it doesn't seem to be hindering anything anyway. Full steam ahead.
Absolutely. And I think you're absolutely right. I think that pre-COVID, I think the way that things worked won't necessarily work now. And I think we've all had to learn how to adapt. And I think that we've all had to learn, us, clients, general public, have come to accept the new normal, as it were, and the things that we have to do things differently, which is good. It's always a good thing, and learning how to do different things, different ways to achieve the same goal.
Yeah,
that's it.
Adapt and change, definitely.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, weren't we? Evolving, and that's something that we do very well, I think. I mean, we are constantly adapting and evolving. Part of our very core structure is that we like to let our clients know if we see ways they can improve, and if we notice ways that we can improve on how we help them. So, this is something we're constantly doing, and certainly with COVID, something that's become so important right now.
We've got Georgie on the line, as it were, from the Rehab Hub. Hi, Georgie.
Hi.
I think one of the things that because we were talking in our team meeting this morning about sort of a debrief on last year, and I think last year was a really difficult year. The year before, we'd never heard of COVID. COVID suddenly struck. We all shut down and everything. But I think last year, living with it, and I think that last year was so difficult. The pressure was immense. However, I think I think what last year showed us was, in terms of horse riding, it was a bit like barrel racing, and a bit like, you know, having to change direction with very little notice, with very little room to maneuver, and suddenly having to change direction and do things completely differently. But I think what last year showed us, that as a team and as a Linkette, we are very, very strong. And I think that evolution and adaptation is something that we are very good at. We are very good at taking on new instructions and disregarding what we did for the last 18 months, changing it all, tipping it on its head and saying, right, this is what we're going to do now.
Yeah.
I think that we have shown that we are very good at doing that. We didn't always get it right, and we, you know, we're not perfect.
Constantly learning. That's what we're doing. And that's, you know, and it's the way we share that information, what works, what doesn't work. You know, we're always working on the quite often anyway, working on the hop, trying to find ways to resolve things for our clients and to improve things. I mean, whether it's small scale because our client contacts us, you know, they've got COVID, they need us to move clinics, we're there, we're moving it. Or whether it's large scale because the government's brought in new rules that we all need to comply with, and that's across the board for all our clients. So, you know, that's something we do excel at. We do excel at that. And I think that, but we're always learning about the best way of dealing with that and the best way of sharing information. And I think that's something, as we said, going back to basics, looking at where we can improve. We're always looking at that, and we'll be looking at that this year as well.
Absolutely. As my tag says, slick for 2022. That is going to be the tagline for the whole year, is how can we make this slick? How can we improve ourselves? How can we help our clients? But one thing that has become very apparent is that as a team, we are invincible. As a team, we pull together very well and we're very strong. And I think that to be applauded, in that, you know, last year, although it was really difficult, and yes, it put us all under pressure, and we all got to Christmas Eve and thought, phew, are we we are strong.
Yeah, that's it. We've all got different skill sets. We've all got different ways that we approach things. We've got the basic bones of how we deal with things for our clients, and we follow those. But we've all got our little nuances that we can bring to the table. And I think that is what makes us strong.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Yes. And I think, bring it on. 2022, bring it on.
Year of the slick. Okay. Our new tagline, the year of the slick.
Yep, absolutely. Right, so I think that's enough rambling from us. So let's all say goodbye, and we will see you again next week. Sorry, Sarah, thank you very much. Paula, thank you very much.
And you're welcome.
Take care.
See you next week.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.